Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait then, pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition, and I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Thank you for checking us out. It's always appreciated. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share. We're trying to build an army here. Subscribe, share. It's always appreciated. It's definitely needed. We need you people out there to tap in. I'm going to do some more of this as much as often. Try to get 3 to 4 videos out a week. Yeah, we're going to smoke the competition together. Everything I let you guys know is exactly what I'm doing in my fantasy leagues, and I'm having some pretty good success here. But yeah, today we're jumping into week 4 of the NFL. I can't believe it's already week 4. Like they say, time flies when you're having fun. I'm definitely having fun when football season is around. We're going to talk about the players that you got to have in your lineups, your absolute must starts. We're going to talk about some players that you can take a chance on, some sleepers, as well as some players that you gotta just lock them out. Too risky, put them on your bench. We're also going to break down some must adds, some players that I know you had to grab on Wednesdays, and let you know if you grab the right players, and let you know some players that you probably should be looking at adding if you don't have them on your rosters, as well as some trades. I got some guys that I've been trading, just made some moves actually early this morning. There's some guys that I see as, problems going forward, so see if you can unload them. Talk to your league mates. Sometimes you got to throw a draft pick in there to sweeten the deal, so you sweeten the deal. But without further ado, I'm Eric Sojash. We're talking fantasy football. This is NFL Week 4. We're here to smoke the competition. Let's go. All right, first things first, we're going to break down the smoke the competition lingo here. We're talking start-em, sit-ems. If I give you a must start, that's an absolute smash start, top 12 play. If I give you a hero start, that is a boom play of the week, somebody with huge upside. If I call a sleeper start, now we're talking about guys that are a little bit deeper, some guys that might even be in your free agency. I think you can pick these guys up and plug them in directly into the lineup. Those are my sleeper starts. And a risky start is exactly what it sounds like. Someone that can tank your week, maybe even tank your season if you keep them in the lineups for too long. Those are the risky starts. All right, so the 4 players that are on my watch list in week 4 is quarterback Jayden Daniels of the Washington Commanders, running back James Conner of the Arizona Cardinals. We got wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson of the New York Giants and tight end Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to dive into each player individually, let you know exactly why they are color coordinated the way they are and why they're on my week 4 must-watch list. Jayden freaking Daniels. Let's kick things off talking about my boy Jayden. Man, did you guys see him on Monday Night Football? I know you did. Absolute stud. He's my hero start of the week. That means I think he's going to absolutely boom this week. He's going to outperform his expectation. I think he's going to be the QB1 or QB2 on the week. There's a league I have Lamar Jackson and Jayden Daniels in, and I'm starting Jayden over Lamar. Yeah, I said it. I might regret it. We'll talk about this later. Please leave your comments. Let me know what you think, but I might do it. I think Lamar is going to have a decent game with a decent floor against that Buffalo defense. But I think that Buffalo defense is stout, especially in the red zone. I'm not sure if Lamar is going to get a lot of touchdowns or if they're going to have to ride Derrick Henry. Whereas Jayden, I have a little bit more faith in what he's shown, and that Arizona game is going to be an absolute shootout. So this is my hero start of the week. I'm riding with Jayden Daniels. He's going to take off. Let's go, Jayden. My must start of the week is running back James Conner of the Arizona Cardinals. This guy's an absolute beast. He slept on year in and year out. Now, I know he does have some injury history in the past, but when he's on the field, there's not many like James Conner. He's hard to bring down. He plays with a reckless abandonment. Like he's like the strongest dude on the field. And with this Arizona offense clicking, going against the Washington defense that's been pretty leaky, I think this is going to be an absolute shootout. Get James Conner in your lineup everywhere. He can score 2 touchdowns this week. He's an absolute must start. My sleeper of the week kicks off on Thursday Night Football when the New York Giants take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm riding with Wan'Dale Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. Wan'Dale himself, number 17 slot receiver of the New York Giants. Man, he's been pretty good this year. Low-key, he's been catching around 5 passes a game. He's been heavily targeted right behind Malik Neighbors, second in the offense with targets. You can't expect him to compete compete with Malik. Malik he's the alpha dog in that offense, and we're good with that. But Wandell he's something. He was good in college. He struggled with injuries his first couple years in the league. Now he's found a home. I think he's got a good chemistry with Daniel Jones. Plug him in. I'm going to play him in one league. I'm thinking about playing him in two. He's in a free agency, just kicking it. I'm big on him this week. He's definite sleeper. He should be rostered everywhere, especially if you're looking for that floor play. Wandell Robinson, my sleeper of week 4. And my risky start of the week is tight end Mark Andrews. Man, I don't know if it gets much riskier than this guy. If you have him on your team, you probably took him somewhere around 3, around 4, like myself, which is just killing me right now. Tried to go tight end premium in this one league. Thought I was being a genius. Paired him with Lamar Jackson, and buddy has given me absolutely nothing. Now, this is probably the last week I'm going to try him out. They are going against Buffalo. I think Buffalo is going to be stout against the run as much as they can. They are definitely good against the receivers. I don't see Rashad Bateman and Zay Flowers going off. I think this is a tight end game if there has ever been one for the Baltimore Ravens. Mark Andrews, risky start. I'm going to try it one more time. If you don't want to play him, I definitely don't blame you. He's borderline cuttable if this is another week with a 0 stat line, but I'll give it one more shot. Mark Andrews, you are the riskiest of the risky starts I'm running with. Moving along, we're going to jump into my week 4 waiver rankings. These are some players that I believe you should have picked up off the waiver. Probably in week 3, I had a week 3 video that you should have been listening to, get ahead of the line and grab these guys. If you didn't do that in week 3, I hope you did so in week 4. If not, they're probably already snatched up. We're going to go through these guys. I have them ranked exactly how you see them on the screen. This is exactly how I believe you should spend your fab on them and who you should prioritize. At the very top of my waiver rankings, we got running back for the New York Jets, Braylon Allen. I hope you picked him up in week 3. I spent half of my fab picking him up in one league where I have Breece Hall as my starting running back for 2 reasons. One, Braylon has shown to be an exceptional running back coming out of college. He's 20 years old, so he showed this at a very young age coming out of Wisconsin. Dominant, bruising back, Derrick Henry-esque with quick feet. Another reason, on top of the talent, is he's getting opportunity. Right out the gate, he's getting opportunity in the Jets offense that lacks, high-end, efficient players. They have Breece, they have Garrett Wilson. Outside of those two, they're looking for some talent, and they're looking directly at Braylon Allen. And if anything happens to Breece, this guy is an absolute must-start every week in, week out, RB1. So for those reasons, he's a must-add. My next must-add is a running back I was actually higher on coming out of college, Bucky Irving of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bucky is one of the running backs I saw a just phenomenal NFL career for. Now, not a lot of people saw what I saw. He is undersized. He did look a little bit like a scat back at Oregon, but dude can play. He has great vision, unbelievable start and stop. He's already showing he's going to be the lead back in Tampa Bay. It's just a matter of time. Anyone that doesn't see that is just not paying attention. Rachaad White is just going to be relegated to a third down back. This is Bucky Irving's backfield for the taking, and for that reason, he's my number 2 must-add player going into week 4. Next up, I got wide receiver of the San Francisco 49ers, Jauan Jennings. He went absolutely bananas in week 3, and I was lucky enough to be one of those guys that got him ahead of the blow up, played him in 2 leagues, absolutely ran away with the win with the 40-point performance. Got to have him on your roster again. As long as Deebo Samuel is out, Jauan Jennings is an absolute smash play. Him and Brock Purdy have great chemistry, and even when Deebo comes back, there's going to be some spot plays where you can play him as a flex wide receiver, and for that reason, in week 4, he's an absolute must-add. Last but not least, I'm going with tight end of the Chicago Bears, Cole Kmet. What is the best friend for a rookie quarterback? It's always been a tight end. That's the safety blanket. And finally, Caleb was able to use his safety blanket, and he used it often. I believe it was 10 catches in the last matchup. Absolute blow up for Cole Kmet. Now, we can't expect that type of production going forward, but we can expect the Chicago Bears offense to struggle in the run game, lean on the pass, and for Caleb to lean on his tight end. He's a definitely good player to play in PPR formats. He's going to have a good floor going forward, in my opinion. Cole Kmet, week 4, must add. Alright, this is the part of the video where I gotta talk a little negative on these players. Now, it's nothing personal. I think these are phenomenal players. I've actually been fans of these guys since college. And I'm a football fan and an ex-football player in high school, and I can't do nothing compared to these boys. At my highest ranks, I couldn't do nothing compared to these boys. So, full transparency, it's nothing personal. But Javonte Williams and Jaylen Waddle right now are two players I'm looking to avoid. I'm looking to trade them off my fantasy teams, see if I can get something back in value. And I'm going to break down exactly why I'm looking to do that. For Javonte Williams, running back of the Denver Broncos, the season has not looked great. He is on the field quite a bit. He is getting the most snap shares out of all the running backs in the backfield, but he's not producing anything with those snap shares. In the red zone, he hasn't been able to punch it in. Last week, he was on the 1 inch line. I thought he got it in. Peyton didn't want to challenge. Then he gets pulled off the field. McLaughlin gets the touchdown. It's just looking terrible for Javonte, in my opinion. And I don't think they're going to give him a long leash. So for that reason, I'd be looking to trade him and see if you can upgrade. Now, Jaylen Waddle's situation with the Miami Dolphins is definitely different than the previous one discussed. I'm looking to trade Jaylen simply off the fact that without Tua, his value is completely shot. We're not sure when Tua's going to be back, and even if he does come back, we're not sure to what capacity. If he does take another shot, that's another concussion, and there goes the value. On top of that, Waddle has his own injury concerns. That was my concern coming into the season. Did I really want to roll the dice with him with all the injuries he was facing? I rolled the dice. Now he stayed healthy. The quarterback got hurt. I can't roll the dice anymore. If you could package up Waddle with something and get something in return, I'd be definitely advocating for it. I shipped him away this morning and got back JSN. I'm actually really happy about that. Jaylen Waddle, he's on trade alert for me. I'm looking to move on from him. Well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for following up with us in Season 2. So excited to get things rolling. Once again, follow our fantasy season. I'm going to give you guys an up-close and personal look. Give me your ideas. So let's stay interactive. Let me know what you think. I'll definitely be interactive, responding to all your comments. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Give us a like, and you can give us a follow at Souljash Sports. Thank you, peace, love, and let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Weezy. The card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see.